Today I'm taking a look at an album from 1979, a classic album. It was the debut album from the British rock stroke metal group SAXON, and it was a self-titled debut album, SAXON. Now I've had this album on CD for many years, and I do listen to it from time to time. In fact, I quite enjoy this album, but I recently found this in a second-hand record store. Heads up to Second Time Around in Tonopandi, and it's in rather good condition. The cover is nice and clean and neat, there's no tears, but what shocked me inside, and I didn't know this until I'd actually purchased it and got it home and opened it, but inside the vinyl is a turquoisey blue splatter vinyl. I do like coloured vinyl. Aesthetically it pleases me as you see it spinning around on the turntable. Now this was Saxon's first album, this debut album, and it's not indicative of the sound that the band would become known for. That's not to say it's a bad album, it's not. I enjoy the album, although it's not indicative of what they would produce following this album. Following this album they had a run of three amazingly classic albums in Wheels of Steel, Strong Arm of the Law, and then Denim and Leather. But they're all classic albums. Now on this album you're getting an early taste of Saxon. Now the album came out on the French-owned label Carrera Records, which was predominantly known for producing disco-type music, and the British arm of the record was run by Freddie Cannon in the UK. Now at that time the band weren't called Saxon, they were going by the rather evocative title of Son of a Bitch. And Carrera Records balked at that and said it would make it impossible to get radio play, and so the band changed their name to Saxon. And this album came out in 1979, as I say. Saxon were very much a part of what was then called the new wave of British heavy metal, alongside other bands such as Iron Maiden. And when Saxon released this record, it didn't do really well. But it did put them on the map, and they did gigs performing as opening groups as the opening band rather, for groups such as Ian Gillan and Motorhead. So it served its purpose. Now the track listing on this album is side 1 Rainbow Theme, Frozen Rainbow, Big Teaser, Judgment Day. The first two tracks, Rainbow Theme and Frozen Rainbow, I believe Saxon still perform these in concert to this day. But these songs have a very progressive rock feel, almost like Pink Floyd type thing of the period, and it's not really reflective of what Saxon would become. When Saxon found their groove, they became an hard-driving rock band. Side 2 kicks off with Stallions of the Highway, which is something of a traditional sounding Saxon song. It's got that driving rock sound. Back to the Wall follows, then Still Fit to Boogie, and the album ends with Militia Guard. As I say, Saxon would go on to release better albums than this. Denim and Leather is one of my all-time favourites, rock stroke heavy metal albums. But this album has a fond place in my heart. It's not a bad album at all. It's pretty good. It's there's some great tracks on here, and yes, it's not as forceful as the band would later become, but that's not to say it's a bad album. So I'm really glad I managed to get this piece of vinyl in my collection. That's Saxon, debut album, self-titled album, Saxon. Feel